Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Herbert now. Well, this is caught by Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Eckler. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Touchdown, Chargers. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Finding some room at midfield, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain that time for the Chargers. On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is...
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Uchenna Nwosu able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the
touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Bridgewater. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A huge play there for Denver.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. Touchdown, Broncos. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Hopkins with the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. From the 29, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go play action. Bridgewater. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen. Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
First and goal, Chargers.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Escaping the pressure. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him, check him.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And Gordon's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Jalen Guyton, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
It's the score. Chargers 57, Broncos 32. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former Bronco All-Pro, Chris Harris. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Flush to his right, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line.